Alrighty, the last thing that we have to do today is make our official Week 9 picks. Alrighty, and I said earlier in the show, folks, we are feeling super, I don't know if this is crazy or confidence or whatever it is, but there's just a lot of value this week that I think is some good value overall. Vegas, I don't know what Vegas is thinking, but just how this week has played out with all the stories and the trade deadline and all the kind of backup quarterbacks last week playing really great and all that. We feel confident on 11 picks, folks. We usually only do 6 picks, maybe a bonus pick, but we're doing 11 official picks, folks. You can use this against us. We're not going to make any excuses and be like, well, we just picked 11 picks, so that's why it was low percentage picking wise this week of all that. But we're feeling good, folks. There's a lot of great things I think that we can score this week. So 11 official picks coming at you. Let's remind y'all what we did last week. We have locks and 99% guarantees. Our 3 locks last week were Falcons -3. They lose by 6. And that's what we said. The last time we ever kind of buy back into the Falcons. They always screw us once we finally get on the Falcons train. Finally got on the Falcons train a little bit last week, and they bite us right in the butt. Titans +3. Can always cash in with the Titans. Always our favorite bet right there. Titans +3. They win by 3. Bingo, bango. Then we had the Jaguars +7. Silly us believing in Urban Meyer off the bye, folks. They lose by 24. And then in our 99% guarantees, we had Bengals -11. Once again, the backup quarterback is getting it done. Wild. You can't even, nothing matters in the league when you bet. Nothing matters, folks. We had Bengals -11. They lose by 3. The defense gave up everything to backup quarterback Mike White. Crazy. Then we had the Bucs -4.5, one of Tom Brady's multiple turnover games, and we know we get a couple of those. Just an unfortunate week to bet the Bucs. They lose by 9. And then we had the Patriots +4. They beat the Chargers. They win by 3. Bingo, bango. So we went 2 of 4 officially last week. And once again, I mean, we have a lot of confidence. Is it confidence this week or is it just not smart? We'll see on Monday. But I'm feeling good about the picks here this week, folks. I think it's really good value all across the board. And if we have our finger on the pulse here in the NFL, which we think we do, we're going to hit this week, folks. And we've got 11 picks coming at you. So let's stop the talking and start picking because we got 11 games to pick. Y'all ready for this? Here we go. So once again, we're going to be breaking these down into our categories. So let's start with our locks section, folks. You can bet whatever you want on these. These will hit. Did you not just listen to what we just said? Last week, we went 1 of 2 in our locks. You can bet whatever you want. These always hit, folks. So here we go. Our 3 locks coming at you. First one up, we're going Cowboys -10. Dak's back. They won without Dak. Looked good. The defense is great. Dak's at home. This is going to be a big game for the boys, folks. The boys are back in town, baby. Cowboys -10. Broncos. They can't do anything good. They can't do anything good offensively at home. They can't do anything good offensively facing a not great team overall. They just don't move the ball. And now this Broncos team has to go into the boys' stadium there, folks, against this Cowboys defense. Teddy Bridgewater, I wish you a lot of luck because you're going to need it. The Broncos also traded Von Miller at the trade deadline. Is that a little bit of a signal of kind of mailing in the rest of the season? Traded one of your best defensive players. Maybe kind of phoning it in, calling it in for the rest of the season. We'll see. But I just can't buy Teddy Bridgewater against this Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense is going to set up the Cowboys offense in great field position with the turnovers and the stops and all that. And Dak Prescott looking to kind of say, all right, Cooper Rush, you had your time in the limelight, but it's my team again. And I'm ready to kind of prove and erase kind of your stats that you had last week. I'm going to erase that from all the Cowboys' mind because I don't need any quarterback competition, any quarterback controversy going over here in Dallas. So I'm taking the Cowboys -10. They're at home. Everybody's fresh. They're ready to rock. The Broncos offense, it's going to be a tough day. It's going to be a tough day for them. Cowboys -10. Feeling real good. All right, next pick in our lock section, we're going Ravens -6. Ravens off the bye, folks. Vikings, they can't beat anybody. They couldn't even beat the Cowboys without Dak Prescott. Cooper Rush, backup quarterback, filling in and beating the Vikings defense. And now this Vikings defense has to go on the road against the Ravens coming off of a bye. Good luck to the Vikings defense and good luck to the Vikings offense This is not a good offense. They've struggled. They floundered. They floundered against the Cowboys defense last week. That's a great defense. This Ravens defense is a great defense. And once again, the Ravens coming off of a bye, looking to really kind of get back in it. Nobody's been talking about the Ravens for the week because they were on the bye. The Ravens want everybody to start talking about them again. And the Vikings, they don't win the big games. They don't win the close games. They look good overall in stats, but overall they always lose. There's no bye ability. There is zero bet ability in this Vikings team, and we get a really great team coming off of a bye. Yeah, we'll swallow the 6 here. Ravens -6. And then our last pick in our 99% guarantees, folks, are we crazy for putting this, or our locks, our last pick in our lock section, are we crazy for putting this in our lock section, folks? I don't think so. We're going Packers +7.5. I keep hearing all year long to the national media the Chiefs defense is trash, and now y'all just want to hand over 7.5 points to the Packers? I understand Aaron Rodgers is not playing, folks, but I mean, if backup quarterback play has told us anything these last couple of weeks, it's that it's real gosh dang good. And, teams that don't have tapes on quarterbacks can't play against those teams. Cooper Rush having an immaculate first game. Mike White having an immaculate first game. Josh Johnson just last night had a pretty good game statistically overall and kind of kept the game close once it started to get away from him. So I get the Packers +7.5 with this Packers defense against the Chiefs offense that turns the ball over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, Patrick Mahomes leading the league in interceptions. Everybody's fumbling the ball. The magic is starting to kind of sway right back to center because we were like 80% great magic, and the magic is like, hang on. We got to get it closer to 50% here. This is good for now. Yeah, right here. We're making the Chiefs magic 50-50 out. So, Packers +7.5 over the 7-point hook right there. I'll take that all day. Jordan Love plays game managing quarterback. We get the great talent here of, Devontae Adams back this week. Jones in the backfield, all of that. And this Packers defense ready to pounce on any and all mistakes that Patrick Mahomes will inevitably make this week because he's inevitably been making it the last 4 weeks straight. So, Packers +7.5 I think is great value. Backup quarterbacks are taking over the league by storm. I think Trevor Lawrence Jordan Love will be able to get it done. Packers +7 against the Chiefs team that turns the ball over. Give me the points. Packers +7.5. So the 3 locks this week are Cowboys -10, Ravens -6, and Packers +7.5, folks. Alrighty, now let's head over to our 99% guarantees. Still feeling very strongly about these picks, but there is potentially one thing that could potentially maybe hinder the bet that throws it off. So here we go. Our first pick in our 99% guarantees, we're going Raiders -3. Of course. The only thing that's holding us back is the Henry Ruggs situation. That's it. Everything else, Rich Bisaccia coming off the bye, Derek Carr, all of this, the offense, high power, not even utilizing Darren Waller the last game, and they're still able to get it done. This Raiders team offensively is so gosh dang good. Now they lose Henry Ruggs. Bad, real bad for the organization, bad just personally, people hanging around him and all that, and now they have to kind of put that out of their mind and play football this week. This is the only reason why they lose this week. If the Henry Ruggs situation messes with the Raiders' mentality. John Gruden, their mentality, once he got fired, that didn't really change the team, and they were able to win. So that's kind of why we're putting this in our 99% guarantees, because we still feel confident that the Henry Ruggs situation won't play into the Raiders' kind of psyche this week. And once again, Rich Bisaccia, I'm sure he's got this kind of team running under a tight ship here. I'm sure he had a great speech once John Gruden left, and I'm sure he had a great speech to kind of refocus this team once the Henry Ruggs situation, played out. And then, just looking at the other side, the Giants. We don't know if Saquon Barkley is going to play. He got off the COVID-19 list, but the ankle injury is still a little bit of a concern there. Their wide receivers injured literally every single minute of every single game. One guy gets healthy, 2 more go out. Let's see what we have here. Sterling Shepard is doubtful. Kenny Golladay is questionable. John Ross is questionable. Saquon Barkley is questionable. Kadarius Toney is questionable. So, I mean, even if they all, let's just say they all go, they will all get knocked out by halftime. So it doesn't even matter. The Giants defense is pretty solid, but so is the Raiders, and this Giants offense has just shown us nothing. They show us like one good drive here and there, and that is it. Jason Garrett cannot string along a full game of good offense together, especially like we've been saying, the receivers getting knocked out literally every second of the game. So I'm taking the Raiders -3 here, folks. The offense will rock. We weren't able to watch the Raiders last week because of the bye, and that just sucked. Not seeing the Raiders play this season just sucks, folks, because they're that good. Derek Carr had 3 incompletions the last outing. I think they'll be fine. Raiders -3. All right, our next pick in our 99% guarantees, we are going Patriots -3.5. Patriots defense against Sam Darnold. Advantage Patriots defense. Mac Jones against his Panthers defense, that's what is left up to question here, and that's why it falls in our 99% guarantees. But we think the Patriots defense can hold the Panthers to like less than 17 points, and then we just need Mac Jones to be game manager, which he has been. They've been putting up the points. They've been moving the football. Mac Jones is not doing anything too much, and he's just managing the game while making the big throws when he needs to. He's really playing absolutely exceptional football out here, where Sam Darnold, on the other hand, is not. He's turning over the ball. These receivers can't catch when Sam Darnold finally fires an accurate ball and not his dinking and dunking. And this Panthers defense is good. It's a good defense. Stephon Gilmore revenge game, all of that potentially plays into it. Once again, why we had the game in our 99% guarantee section. But overall, we just cannot count on the Panthers scoring the ball. Bill Belichick has history with Sam Darnold because he was with the Jets his entire career, so he knows how to stop him. He knows how to make him see ghosts. Wasn't that the opponent that that kind of game came out at? Sam Darnold sees ghosts. Wasn't that against the Patriots? Let me double check this. Sam Darnold sees ghosts. Remember that from last season, folks? 2 seasons ago, whenever it was? Sam Darnold seeing ghosts, he said. Who was the team against? What was this? Hang on, was this it? Against the Vikings? Sam Darnold seeing ghosts compilation. They did this man dirty on YouTube. Damn. Let me see. When was this against the Patriots? Here we go. We'll get it right here. Sam Darnold seeing ghosts in scary showing on Monday Night Football. This was October 21st, 2019, and this was against the Patriots. So Bill Belichick can conjure up the ghosts here. That's the biggest kind of advantage in all sports. Conjuring up the spirits, conjuring up the ghosts to make Sam Darnold play like garbage. So, yeah, of course, we're taking the Patriots -3.5, folks. The ghosts are going to be out. The ghosts are free up now because Halloween is over. They've got nothing to do. The ghosts will be here in Carolina. The ghosts, folks, are loose. The ghosts are loose. Mac Jones gets it done. Ghosts are loose. Patriots -3.5. All right, and then our last pick in our 99% guarantees, we are going Saints -6. All righty, we don't love Trevor Siemian starting, but they're facing the Falcons, so any quarterback can get it done against this Falcons defense, no problem. Division rivals, all that. Saints at home looking really good. The defense can get it done. They forced Tom Brady into 3 turnovers. You're telling me Matt Ryan's not going to turn over the ball a couple of times here? I think they definitely get it done. Still no Calvin Ridley. He's still away from the team, I'm pretty sure. We haven't heard anything from Calvin Ridley this week, folks. The last thing we heard about him was like, yeah, all right, I'm out. Mental health, I don't really want to play here anymore. And Calvin Ridley is officially out, so they can't move the ball without Calvin Ridley. You couldn't move the ball against the Panthers defense, and the Panthers defense is good. We're not knocking the Panthers defense, but the Saints defense is right on par with this Panthers defense. Absolutely. Saints at home. We get Trevor Siemian as the starting quarterback. I think they'll be game managing, whichever quarterback they throw out there. It's just going to be a game manager quarterback. They're not going to push the ball down the field, but this Falcons defense, they could take advantage of like the shallow crosses and the shallow routes and break big because there is some nice speed on the Saints team overall. So can't buy this Falcons offense at all. We get the Saints here coming off of a good win against the Bucs, feeling themselves at home. We'll swallow the 6 here. Cannot rely on this Falcons offense one bit, folks. One bit. We bought them last week. We will never make that mistake again, and we are going the complete opposite here. Saints -6. So our 99% guarantees are Raiders -3, Patriots -3.5, and the Saints -6. Alrighty, but we've got more picks, folks. We've got even more picks because there's some other value I think we can take advantage of. So let's officially unveil our 98% guarantee section, folks. We feel very confident about these picks, but maybe one or two things that could potentially go wrong that hinders the bet. And honestly, why we have it in our 98% guarantee section is because the spread is not great value. We're going to kind of get potentially caught on some field goal losses if that's the case. So here's our 98% guarantees because the spread is right on the border of kind of how points are scored in the NFL. So our first pick in our 98% guarantees, we're going Browns +2.5 here, folks. Home team gets -3, and Vegas is telling you, hey, the Browns are still a little bit better than the Bengals. Division rivals here. These were kind of both the laughing stock of the AFC North over the last 10 years, and now they're finally starting to get it going and looking good. So a lot of kind of pride in this game. Bengals coming off of a really bad loss against the Jets. Browns coming off of a little bit of a bad loss against the Steelers last week. And I really think the whole OBJ mess of him being shipped out, I really think this is going to bring the Browns team together. I think it was great by Kevin Stefanski to see something and nip it in the bud really quickly. He saw this kind of, all right, we're not really utilizing OBJ. He's always a little banged up, always a little hindered last season. We don't really need him to win. We went, 11-5 last season without him. Yes, he's a luxury, but now he's starting to kind of make a little bit of a noise here. He's starting to get a little bit of angsty. His little bit of, and I hate using this word, diva. I really hate that. I truly don't mean that as a knock. It's just kind of the personality of a diva. We do get that glimpses of time from OBJ. We get LeBron coming to OBJ's defense. We get his dad coming to OBJ's defense. And now you're just leaving your quarterback high and dry, the team high and dry. Kevin Stefanski says, no, I'm nipping it in the bud right now. So for that, I praise Kevin Stefanski. Now we have a little bit of a weight off of Baker Mayfield's shoulders. When he doesn't target OBJ, the media kind of lashes out, the fan base lashes out, and now he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. And once again, this Browns defense is a real good defense, folks. So against this Bengals team, which once again, it's a little bit of a big time play offense. They always really have a big play that results into them getting points, and why they've kind of been putting up a lot of points, catching some teams off guard, winning some games that they probably shouldn't have won. They are doing that because of the big plays, and if this Browns team can lock up the big plays, this Bengals team may struggle to score out here. So we love the Browns here this week. I'm not going to fade the Browns. Once again, the whole national media and narrative and fan social media narrative is that this Browns team is trash. Baker Mayfield is trash. But look at the spread here, folks. Vegas is kind of saying, whoa. I think y'all got it a little bit twisted out here. Browns are only +2.5. That says on a neutral field, Vegas is like, yeah, neutral field, Browns +0.5 point. Now, it's not that significant. I'm not saying, this Browns team is so much better than the Bengals, but this Vegas is kind of also agreeing with us that, hey, don't get too caught up in the national media of this, of calling Baker Mayfield trash and this Browns team is trash. Don't fall too heavy into that. So we're taking the Browns +2.5. We're putting our money where our mouth is. We still have faith in buyability, bettability in this Browns team, and we're showing it here. Browns +2.5. Once again, not a bonus pick. I could have made this a bonus pick. I was thinking of making this a bonus pick, but I'm just going 11 picks. I'm going 11 picks out here, folks, because I'm feeling real good about our thinking, our narratives compared to the national media narrative, and seeing that Vegas is kind of agreeing with us on some of this. So I'm taking the Browns +2.5. All right, another pick here in our 98% guarantees. We are going Cardinals +2. Now, the Cardinals and 49ers have already faced earlier this season. Cardinals win by 7, 17-10. Trey Lance played that game, and Jimmy Garoppolo will be playing that game, so a little bit of a difference there. Both defenses really got after it. The Cardinals kind of came out hot and strong, and then they fizzled out. I mean, I think they put up, I can go back quickly to that game. I think the Cardinals put up like 17 points in the first 2 quarters, and then for the rest of the game, they didn't put up anything. So the defenses for both of these teams were really, really good. And once again, division matchup, all that. Cardinals coming off of a really upsetting loss. You know, just who was it that didn't turn around? I'm blanking on the name. The receiver that just didn't turn around to look for the ball. That's why they lose the game. So that was their first loss. They shouldn't have lost. All of that. Maybe, you know, just kind of the fan thinking is, hey, Cardinals, they lost last week. Maybe they're losing it, but they really shouldn't have lost. Remember. But yeah, here we go. They put up 10 points. The Cardinals put up 10 points in the first half, and then they put up 7 points in the fourth quarter to really kind of win the game. So Cardinals offense is going to be kind of on their bullshit here this week. Everybody's going to be pinpoint top tip shape, and this defense can take advantage. Now, this 49ers defense could probably keep it a little close. Jimmy Garoppolo, we believe in him over Trey Lance, can keep the game close, but we get the Cardinals here by 2 coming off of a real tough loss. We got to take the value. I think this is a solid value here getting 2. Once again, it's in our 98% guarantees because you score by 3s and 7s. So tie game. 49ers hit a walk-off field goal. They win by 3. The 2 there doesn't cover, so maybe buy the extra half a point, full point here. But we think these teams overall can win, but we believe the games will be close. So last-second field goals ruins it. That's why it's 98% guarantees. And also for this next matchup as well, we're going to go the Eagles +2 here, folks. And really why we're doing this is this Eagles defense. We believe in this Eagles defense. The Chargers these last couple of weeks have been losing a little bit here, and I think this Eagles defense can keep up that pressure for the Chargers to make it difficult for them to score. Justin Herbert turning over the ball a couple of times these last couple of games, and that's really the deciding factor. So this Eagles defense can get a couple of turnovers. We saw the Eagles offense last week. Yeah, they put up 44 points, but they didn't really move the ball passing-wise. They ran the ball fantastic. So we'll see what this Eagles offense can do, but I'm really just focusing in on this Eagles defense, locking up the Chargers, keeping the game close, and we get 2 points here for the home team. Once again, potentially last-second field goal wins it for the Chargers. They win by 3. We don't cover the +2. So I love these picks right here, folks, but maybe just for a little extra security, bet the extra half a point, buy the extra half a point, buy the extra point there. But overall, I think it's good value here with these teams getting points right here. Just unfortunately under that 3-point hook, but still feeling good. Alrighty, but we got 2 more picks here, folks, and now we've got to unveil our 97% guarantee picks right here. Only 2 of them here, so let's round out our official 11-pick week here. And our first pick in our 97% guarantees, we are going to go the Titans +7. Alright, Titans versus the Rams. This Rams team hasn't faced anybody good these last 4 weeks, so they're feeling themselves, they're moving the ball, all of that. But what happens when they face a good team? The last good team that this Rams team has faced was the Cardinals. Remember what happened in that game? They kind of got blown out right from the rip. This Titans team, we are still believing this is a good team overall without Derrick Henry. The defense bends, but it doesn't really break. They kind of start locking it up in the red zone, and as the field shrinks, they kind of start to lock it up. So, and we know this Rams team can struggle. When they do struggle, they struggle in the red zone. So if this defense is bending and not breaking, locking it up in the red zone, this Rams team is settling for field goals instead of touchdowns, which kind of gives credit and bettability for this Titans team +7. So, last good team they faced was the Cardinals. They lose 37-20, so lose by 17 points. Then they go on and face the Seahawks. Russell Wilson gets banged up. Then they go and beat the Giants. Congratulations. They beat the Lions. Congratulations. They beat the Texans. Congratulations. Now they're facing the Titans, their first real challenge in about a month. Are they going to be up to it? And how is this Titans team going to respond without Derrick Henry? I think they can be good game managers. I think Ryan Tannehill can keep it close, not kind of make any mistakes, and we're getting 7 points here. I think it's good value. We'll see what Adrian Peterson can do, and we'll see what Ryan Tannehill has to do, because I don't expect them to run the ball 28 to 30 times this game, and I believe in Ryan Tannehill to keep the game close and not make any mistakes. So I'm counting on this Titans defense to lock it up in the red zone. I'm counting on Ryan Tannehill to play above average game manager football, which we know he can play, and we're going to take the Titans +7 here. We're going to buy them, folks, still. They've been proving everybody wrong. We get 7 here. This is great value for a team that is winning games. If we're getting 7 with a team that is winning games, we're going to take the 7. I know Derrick Henry's not playing, but the spirit of Derrick Henry will still be there, and they will still be able to feed off of that. Titans +7. And then finally, our last pick of this week, we're going Texans +5.5. Now this spread has came down because it is official that Tyrod Taylor is playing. So we talked about this yesterday on the show. We saw the line at Texans +6.5, and then about I think it was literally like 20 minutes after we did the segment, they announced that Tyrod Taylor is gonna play, and the line drops from Texans +6.5 to Texans +5.5. So once again, exactly what our thinking is. Vegas is thinking the same thing. Tyrod Taylor makes this team work. Davis Mills does not. So I'm glad Tyrod's getting another chance here. No Devontae Parker for the Dolphins. So I know Will Fuller either. So once again, not having our weapons. The Dolphins running game is lackluster. The line is absolutely atrocious, and Tua has no weapons to work with, and the offense is super conservative in the play calling. Now, what is the only bad thing by this Texans defense? They give up the big plays, but we don't have to worry about that this week because no Will Fuller for the Dolphins, no Devontae Parker for the Dolphins, and the Dolphins offense just doesn't go deep. So the Texans defense won't get beat over the top here. They can keep it close. Tyrod Taylor back in action and wanting to prove that he can still be a starter in this league and be competitive in this league and lead this team to wins. The one game they won this season was with Tyrod Taylor week 1. Coincidence? No, folks. He gets it done. Texans getting +5.5 here. This Dolphins offense can't see it putting up that many points. Both teams only have one win here, but Tyrod Taylor is the difference maker here, and we're going to be betting on our man Tyrod Taylor. Texans +5.5. The Dolphins will not. I don't think they'll put up that many points here, folks, and they won't take the top off the defense. So this is an easy 5.5 points here that the game will overall be close. Give Tyrod Taylor his credit. So Texans +7 and Titans +7. And Texans +5.5 are official 97% guarantee picks. So what happens if we take all of our picks and parlay them together, folks? Saints -6, Cowboys -10, Patriots -3.5, Ravens -6, Browns +2.5, Raiders -3, Eagles +2, Packers +7.5, Cardinals +2. If we take all 11 of these games, the odds are plus 115,530. If we put $100 on this, folks, we are walking away with 115 grand. Are y'all ready to be 100,000aires just betting a measly $100, folks? We have our finger on the pulse here. We know betting in the NFL, and we are ready to cash out this week. The Takes by Fans Week 9 betting extravaganza, folks. $100. Y'all tell me you don't got $100. $100. Throw $100. What do you do with the $100 anyway? You buy this, you buy that. It doesn't do anything. It lasts a day. You eat with $100. You eat out $100, folks. Bet $100 for a huge potential profit here of $115,000. Maybe also buy some extra points, extra half a points on these +2s, +2.5s. Value will be brought down a little bit right here, but overall cashing out probably $90K, $100K maybe. Our betting extravaganza this week, folks. The only time in history, and we're a season and a half in with the NBA and the NFL, and we've never done anything this big, folks. We think with the entire storylines going around in the NFL, what Vegas has put the spread at, with our thinking of what we kind of figured out here with this overall league and what every team is, we're feeling very good. And this 11-teamer, folks, $100, $115K, that's what we're looking to cash in on.